back. Paco's back. Welcome to Paco's Detailing. You're probably saying, Coño, Paco, you do so much. You cook, you detail, you work on tires, you have a brake shop, you have unlimited things you do. You paint houses, you power wash houses. Paco does it all porque Paco's stingy. If he can save $1, he'll do it. So today, we are going to do a detail, full detail, on a 2023 Toyota Camry, okay? So, you probably say, Paco, why you clean your car so much? Well, again, Paco, when he was 12 years old, he used to drive a car. Dijeron la mamá, like, Mommy, let me clean your car. And she let me clean car. And then I said, Mommy, the only way I can drive the car is I gotta drive it 2 blocks. I gotta bring it back and it'll dry. I don't know how she felt for that trick, but she felt for it. Ever since that, la única way que I could drive a car was to wash it. So then I was washing sisters' cars, brother-in-law. I wash the neighborhood as long as I get to drive, okay? But this is gonna be a Puerto Rican Paco style car wash. And you say, Paco, what do you mean Puerto Rican? Well, because I got my flag, but I'm gonna show you a way that Paco used to do it. Porque when Paco was joven, he had a 1980 Corolla, and he would wax it every week. He would wash it. Y there was days que the carro no estaba sucio, it wasn't dirty. So I gave it the Paco Puerto Rican car wash. So here we go. Let's get the equipment ready. Before you do a Puerto Rican car wash, okay, you gotta make sure que it's only dust on here. No mud, not snow, only dust, okay? So let's get the stuff ready. And this car is perfecto. It look like it just dusty. Okay, Paco get his special rag for the Puerto Rican wash. Y aquí estamos. My Paco rag to wash. And you can see, it's just dusty. It's not that dirty. Okay, I got my towel. And I am gonna get it all wet and then wring it dry. Okay, I got my towel ready. Notice how Paco, he don't use soap. He wring it dry. And that's how you get the Puerto Rican wash ready. Aquí in Florida, aquí in New Jersey, ahí in Puerto Rico. And now I'm ready to wash her down. Paco already knows what you're saying. Paco, but why are you just wiping it with a rag? This is your niece's car. You're doing her wrong. Mira, this is Paco's free car wash, okay? Paco ain't charging for this, porque Paco charges for full detail. It can run at least $150. So this here, and I know someone's gonna be like, Paco, you're scratching the paint, Paco. Mira, there's dust on here. Eso no importante. If you got put a hose, put a rag, you still got a little bit of dirt there. So let Paco do this, because Paco's gonna wash the car. He's gonna wax it. He's gonna make it look all clean. And my niece not even gonna know, because she don't watch the videos. She don't know nothing. No different from Paco did it the right way, or Paco did it a cheapy way and stuff. So aquí, it saves you time. It saves you money. When the car is done, she gonna know no better. So just like si tú estabas washing a car, you just do it all. So Paco, he's gonna finish this up, and then we get to the next step of the Puerto Rican way of washing un carro. Okay, Paco finished. Coño, look how sucio her car was. Okay. Paco, again, Paco had cars in car show. He had JDM cars, which is Japanese made vehicles. Toyota Corolla was my life. Anything Toyota. Paco would bring his cars to car show as he grows up into age. And of course, my detailing had gotten mucho perfecto from there, okay? Normally, Paco, he starts from the inside, and then the last thing he does is the waxing. So vamos adentro. We're gonna check out this Camry, see how sucio it is, and we're gonna get it clean, looking good, before I give it back. Paco got many things here. Puerto Rico, restored plastic, la mejor. Puerto Rico, cristal, tire protection. I have my wax, which that one is empty, so I use that one. I got my leather cleaner. Ahí. And I got some Toyota products. Paco has it all. Again, Paco no clean his other cars porque they're too big. I get old and it's too much for me. Okay? So let's go and see. Everyone, don't get shocked. This is not my car. I start from the back. Ave Maria. What the heck do they got back here? I don't know. Are they carrying bodies in this car? We'll see. But you can see que está sucio. It's all dirty. For some reason, Paco doesn't know why women you keep the house clean, you dress beautiful, you put makeup, you smell good, but you get into a woman's car and it looks like a bomb hit it, una bomba. A man, his room is dirty, his house is chaotic, but you go inside his car and it's the cleanest thing you can sit yourself inside of. Answer me that question. But I know mucho los boricua, mucha gente, que they like the JDMs. We keep our cars perfecto, especially aquí in Florida. To drive a dirty car is a slap to Florida people. Porque how can you not clean your car? There's tons of car wash, there's tons of products in the store. How can you not drive in a dirty car? And I know it's very addictive to me. Okay, I always gotta have my car clean, but I feel I may not have the best paint job. I had carros que the paint job was messed up, but I still wax it. I still love it. The inside is clean. It just, like I said, it represents me. Okay, so let's see what the heck is that. I mean, my niece has no kids, but look at that back window. Holy moly. Okay, Paco, he's gonna try to figure out what the hell. This must be some kind of luggage case. Okay, you put here, which is okay. Okay, I can move this for a second. So mira, that's good. And then I can wipe the seats and everything, vacuum clean everything here, and get this car limpio. Ooh, and that back window. That's the only thing I hated about Toyota Camry y lo Corolla. And I'll show you how hard it is to get to that back window. All of los carros que I had a Camry, but you see how deep that window is? And they have the headrest. Toyota, you know, make it easy for Paco, man. But yeah, definitely got either cat hair or something all over it. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, mira that. Look at that. How many people still do that? Paco never put woman and him in car. You got to be crazy. Paco pick up a hitchhiker and the hitchhiker, she see that. She don't want to do nothing with you. Okay. El carro's not that bad, but it still needs some loving. Okay, Paco wants to say, see, you got tinted window, make sure que your glass cleaner is for tinted window, que it don't have ammonia in it. Porque si tiene ammonia, you can't use it for the tinted window. Do you wonder why the windows are purple? It's because they use spray, que it has the ammonia in it. So, ammonia free. Paco uses newspaper. And you say, Paco, why you use newspaper and don't use a rag? Well, Paco's cheap. He don't want to use his rags. But the truth is, there's wax on this paper from the printing, the ink, and everything. And that wax will lift off, especially if you smoke and hard stains, it lift off everything and it make it look like the glass is not there. So, and it's streak free. But you gotta be careful, because if you got a interior that is white, beige, the ink will get on there. So be careful when you use newspaper. But I promise you, I know a lot of people, they use Rain-X for the front window. The wax y the ink, when you clean the front window, it beads the water. So look, Paco's giving you tips, not only to clean your car perfectly, but to save you money. And you see, get two papers, and crumple it up, and it'll be Paco clean. There you go. You gotta see all the fingerprints and everything. And Paco win many trophies in car shows, so Paco knows how to detail. Y ahí está. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I promise you, there's a difference. So let Paco finish all the windows. Okay, todas las ventanas, they're clean. I figure out why and what this is here, okay? Esto es una cosa por los perros, for your dogs. I forgot, they have dog. Cuando they bring their dog with them, what this does is this keeps the dog hair from covering your seat if they're dirty. Oops, mucho zoomed in. Si el perro está sucio, dirty feet, whatever, that's what this is. This is basically for the dogs. So hopefully you can see it. And I will put it back on porque they travel with their dog. So anyone que tiene perro, this is the better way to keep the hair out of the seats. And if they walk around in dirt, it doesn't dirty the car. Very smart, very, very smart. The next thing Paco does is he clean window first, and then he gonna vacuum clean. So he gonna get his little vacuum cleaner there that he bought from Walmart. And I'm gonna vacuum clean the car, okay? So that it don't make no noise in the video, I'm gonna vacuum clean it, and you understand how easy it is to vacuum clean. Okay, I said a little bit of light on the subject, but there we go. Dog protector seat. All right, when Paco vacuum cleans, he vacuum cleans everything. Aquí, get all the dust, all the vents, all the door windows. Aquí. So make sure cuando you clean, all in the buttons, get everything. Okay, everything clean. Next step is gonna be the leather cleaner. And you probably saying, Paco, my car's not leather, I got plastic. Oh, I gotta get some. Eso no importante, not important. Because what happens is, if you use muchos los carros, they're leather that, leather, think up here, plastic, leather. If you use regular Armor All, what happens is, the leather seats will they will crack, they will get soft and spongy, porque the regular Armor All, it soaks adentro, the leather. Where this is like leather cleaner, you know, que they use on where people got leather shoes, leather belts, leather coats. That's what you're using. This does not soak in the leather and ruin it. It can go on plastic. It will not ruin plastic. This is a 3-in-1. I know some people, they see cleaner and then detailer. It's not important if it's cleaner, detail. You just get it does everything. So remember, leather, don't worry on plastic. It works just as good, okay? And it's safe. Very, very safe. If you have car in 80s, that's different. Everything plastic. But these cars today, you got to use the leather. And I just spray. And I hice spray on plastic. On the leather, c'est no importante. You will see that it's still going to shine it up. Okay? So let Paco finish this. And then we get started. Now, this car is probably going through some withdrawals. Okay, it never had been detailed like this before. But as you can see, it's nice and shiny. Nice and shiny, vacuum, windows. The end part is finito. And again, the back part is finito. It's going to be a little bit hard to see. Porque it's in Paco's garage. And he don't have good lighting. If someone wants to donate $100, send it to the P.O. box. And I know some garage lighting that are rectangle that I can get. Okay, the next part is the wax, the tires. And I think I'm going to do the tires first. Porque it gives them enough time to dry. This is Puerto Rico. I think Don Omar, the reggaeton rapper, he makes this. And everything I have comes with a smell. So I know you're saying, Paco, it's only the outside. I don't care. I like the inside and the outside smelling good. The reason que Paco likes this one, because it gives you the wet finish and it doesn't spit. It dries within minutes. And look at that. That's why Paco, he wins car shows. Now this is Plastic Restore. Ella no tiene mucha cosa plástico. It's not even a lot of plastic stuff because the wax will turn that black. But if you got plastic fading like BB car, my car, they fade over time. This is perfecto. The next thing I do is wax the car. Then I do the windows last. And then that's it. Every time Paco finds a good cheap wax, they start making it. Or they run out, you can't find it nowhere. And then they come with higher prices. Today I use the McGuire, the spray wax. Very simple. Back in the day, Paco used to put old wax on, wax off. And then, primero he would do wax. He used to get it used to be like a stripper. He stripped any dirt. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, you don't really need it no more. Okay, with the new paint jobs and the new carros, they have this special ceramic coating and everything. And then you got ceramic wax. But I can't remember the other thing. I would do that first, then wax. And then I would come with the third step, which is the shine. I used to do the shine. I used to do the wax and the shine con este. But I find like the wax, shine when I at car show, but wax is really good. Usually shine if you have dark car. That's why Paco, he like white car. And it's very simple. I spray it on everything here. This protects from low bugs in Florida, and it just protects your paint. It just gives it that extra coating. And it's, like I said, very, very simple. And I wish I knew the name of the other thing that I used, but I'm sure someone will say it in the comments. Now, depende del color de tu carro. It's good to do like this, up and down, up and down. And then you come with the dry side, and you just get it, or you can come back later with another towel and then even get it more shinier. Sometimes con cars with different colors, a streak, you gotta come with the other the other towel, wipe it. Sometimes you might have to come with the shine and wipe it. But this car here, you can't tell the difference. That's why I wipe it many different ways. But the correct way, now when you use the other wax, they always tell you to do it in circular motions. And if you don't wipe it all good, you see that circular motion, okay? So let Paco finish this up here. He's gonna wax it. And I think the window is la última, and I'm gonna show you the back window when I do it. the newspaper trick, okay? So let me finish this up here. Paco, oh Paco, he love cleaning cars. Oh Paco. And you see que the plastic stuff también. Si yo no tenía una cámara, I'd be playing reggaeton while I'm doing this. Make the time go by faster. Another thing también, que Paco sprays wax on the headlights, everything. The real tail lights, everything. Yo no sé tú puedes verlo, but it's nice and soft. Shiny. I'm going to get it out in the sun later. I did find something to use the restore, and it would be for the mud flaps. And I just do that, and it turns that to black. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit gray. And that's all you do. This is going to be very, very hard because I wanted to show you the streaks that this window has, but on camera, it hardly shows the streaks right here. But anyway, let me see if this mirror. It's hard to see the streaks. Maybe, yeah, there you go. You see some streaks there? And I'm going to show you what the newspaper will do. And como yo dice, que this is good, better than putting the Rain-X, because the oils and the thing from here, the print, makes it waterproof. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see how shiny that is. Okay? You're probably saying, Paco, why are you doing it in your garage? Because the sun, when you wash your car, don't use laundry soap, don't use non-detergent soap, use car soap, okay? But when you wash your car, you're out in the sun, and you got hard water, that water will dry. So by the time you clean this side of the carro, and you go to the other side, this side would have dried without being wiped off. So it's best to do it in the morning, very, very early morning, even though it's in the sun, but in the morning, in the shade. Yeah, unfortunately, if you can't do it other than the sun, you do it in the sun. Detail it in the shade, because the same thing with the wax. The same thing with the window cleaner. When you spray, it dries. Same thing with the wax. When you spray, it will dry quickly. That's why I do it in the shade. So, okay, I think the ultimate thing left to do, and again, this is free Paco car wash, Boricua style. We are located on Giants Boulevard, next to the sexy girlfriend. I mean, the sexy poster. Okay. So there we go. I would get it out in the sun and show you what it looks like, and I think that is everything, guys. You can see in the sun, it is nice and shiny. Let me get this off of here. Mira que lindo. Look how shiny the tires. How clean the windows are. No streak. Very clean. Qué limpio ese carro eres. Okay, Paco. This is a secret, okay? So don't spread the word too much. Paco uses Febreze for air freshener. He throw it in the car, in between the door. She has dogs, so I have to be very, very careful. Y donde yo lo pone everything, because I don't want the dog to chew on it. I activate it and make sure it smells. And then what I do is I throw it right in the door. Ay, mima. And it'll smell the car looking good, Paco style. Now, if you're really Puerto Rican and you want that Puerto Rican smell in your car, okay, there's times you go into your friend's car and you say, coño, that thing smells good. Well, that's because they used to put the tablilla. They sell this now, especially where there's a lot of Hispanics. This is a Blossom Aroma de Flores. This has been going on since the 70s. Que los Puertorriqueños, we will put this underneath the seat. Don't put this on plastic, because you eat a plastic. You put it under the seat. And oh my God, it all over you. It's like a cologne. Los women baja panties, man. Los mujeres entran a tu carro y lo baja los panties para este aroma aquí. I don't want to say it in English porque I don't know. Some people might get offended, but trust me. Pone este en tu carro y las mujeres bajan los panties así bien rápido y ahí te tira todo, ahí ronca el carro. Anyway, thank you for joining Paco's free. Man, this is addictive. I don't use this no more porque it's more expensive than what it used to be back in the day. Y I'm married now, so you no puede bajar panty en el carro. So, you know. But, oh man. Anyway, thank you for joining Paco's free detail car wash. That's how we do it in Florida, in New Jersey, in Puerto Rico. Todo el mundo sabe los secretos de Paco. Okay, so until the next video, guys, remember, this was free, no guarantee, no warranty. No me diga nada if you don't like it, I don't care. It's very smooth, it's very shiny, it's gonna smell good. And always remember, put a flag in your car, represent Boricua, Paco style.